would you have, I'm from Detroit originally, I just moved to Detroit. Would you have consigned those auto workers to joblessness?
Yes.
You would have?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because another company would come in, just like Chrysler forgot how to build cars, Mercedes buys the white guy. Somebody else would have to wake them up.
Back in 79, Chrysler.
The other thing is we're capitalists.
Hang on, what happened?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm listening to them. The other thing is we're capitalists.
Chrysler was in dire straits in 79,
Yeah.
and they had to bail out agriculture and a bunch of guys trying to company down. Obviously,
Iacocca did it, not the government.
Well, no, the government did it because the government guaranteed the loans to Chrysler because Chrysler went to the banks.
How much were those loans?
I don't remember the exact figures, but he could not get loans from the banks.
Right.
Until the government said, we will guarantee, we will pony up the Chrysler doesn't pay you back. They paid it and they made it. And we had another 20 plus years of prosperity for Chrysler for the
Yeah, but
because of
okay, Chrysler in the Detroit area, great. And I am not against anybody being in a job. I have one. Everybody should have one.
Yeah.
Okay, so they bailed them out the first time. What good did it do? Until they went bankrupt again.
Yeah.
They still never learned how to build a good car. They build crap. What are you going to do? Force them to make products?
No, okay. So whose fault is this?
Whose fault is
Okay,
it?
honey.
That they went bankrupt?
That
Hey
they
guys,
couldn't build good cars.
they're probably with Acorn.
I'm not with Acorn.
She probably is.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. They couldn't build good cars because they had A, poor management, okay, B, union rules that prevent any kind of efficiency on the floor. So, if you build inefficiently, you have to charge more for your cars. General Motors, you must know, the first $1,300, is that correct, of every car that comes off the assembly line is healthcare costs of union workers. I have nothing against union workers. They got to be fair. They don't even have co-pays. They go in, I don't feel good. Let me go to the doctor. Oh, sure. Oh, let me get an MRI today. Yeah, CAT scan next week. That's just a little thing here. They don't pay anything. There's no incentive to not use it. So, skyrocketing costs. So what happens? The company has to charge more. When you charge more, you become uncompetitive. Why do you think Honda ate their lunch? Why do you think Toyota ate their lunch? They continue to do it. Most of the money in the car component business, what kind of cars were bought? Foreign. Why? Free will. People can go out and buy any car they want, and yet they buy Hondas, they buy Hyundais, they buy Toyotas. Why? Because they don't build a good car. I used to buy nothing but General Motors cars. I stopped. I buy Honda. Why? Because I'm not an idiot. My money is important to me, just like it is to you. Buy anything you want. So can I, right? So build me a good car, General Motors. Build me a Malibu that gets the same kind of miles as a Honda and is just as efficient and just as trouble-free. I will buy it. They can't do it.
Well, they've been improving.
They've been improving. Great.
I used to work.
Build me a better car and I'll buy it.
I used to work for a company that used to do research for General Motors. We also did marketing research for some other things. And I can remember sitting around with a bunch of guys, and they had a building truck engineering center. And they bought, and they knew it, because we would do surveys with truck engineering, this kind of stuff, that they're owners of Toyotas, Ford trucks, etc. And they knew they had in particular, these had the problem with their headlights. I think they bought them from Ford.
Okay.
And there were other times they knew that and this was management. It wasn't the works of
No, I know what you're going to say. And they sent them out the door anyway. We'll fix it on recall. When you asked me what did I think was wrong, that was the first thing I said. We're management. No doubt about it. Honda has its workers, each station has a port.
and they can stop the line.
You know about it, right? Okay, in American car manufacturing, get it out. You've heard the stories. You're probably
Don't buy a car made on Monday or Friday.
Hey, why? Because it's true, they're crap, we're in a rush. Now, Honda could always stop the line. This is management's fault. How come when Honda started building in Marysville, Ohio, in 1983, I I've owned about 20 Hondas in my life. You know, maybe more. I own 4 right now.
Bunch of kids.
One of the best years built was 1983. My friend, the mechanic, Mark Stevens, said so. They were built in America. By who? American workers. So it's not the workers, it's management. But don't tell me it's not the workers' union that didn't screw things up royally, holding up the companies. Oh, these guys make $20 million. So what? $20 million for an idiot of a manager is a drop in the bucket.
But the fact, and I'm from a union family. My father worked there for 25, 30 years. I had an uncle worked there. What the UAW did, what Walter Reuther did, a man who was revered in my household.
Walter Reuther.
Was
talking what year now? What year now?
Said his father and his...
Walter Reuther was killed in a plane crash.
Yeah, but...
in 1970. This growing up in the 50s.
Yeah.
No, but here's why I'm saying he's revered. The fact that the United Auto Workers system brought a huge swath of America into the middle class. And I don't know what your business is, what your service is, but it made it so that people who years before who would have been just basically leading a hand-to-mouth existence could go out and buy a home, own a home in a good neighborhood.
American dream.
Yes, and in some cases, working that overtime. You know, up in northern Michigan, get a vacation house. So you had, and people needed better roads to get up from Detroit to northern Michigan. So they built roads. So that employed people who had road building companies.